He started his career reading dad jokes to his kids. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Danny Patel!
What's up, Cleveland? I'm about to inject some Big D energy to the show tonight. Dad, and that is my last dad joke of the night, I swear. I have 2 kids under 3, a dog and a wife, so I'm exhausted. I don't really want to do stand-up. I'm doing this just to get out of the house for a little bit. I'm supposed to be getting diapers right now, so I have to do that later. They say when you get married, your brain gets rewired. I mean, not when you get married, when you have kids, your brain gets rewired. And it's true, but I think my wires got crossed somewhere because things I never cared about now turn me on. It's really strange, like when it rains so I don't have to mow the lawn, or if I'm switching laundry and the dryer is empty. It's things that basically any empty appliance in my house is an aphrodisiac at this point. So I've been married for 13 years, hold for applause. Oh, you guys have to do that. No. Thank you, you guys are an awesome crowd. So you would think after 13 years, I would know everything there is about my marriage, but you'd be surprised. So for instance, my wife and I, before we had kids, we used to love to travel. And whether we would go to, wherever we went, whether it was a motel or a hotel, we were in our apartment, she would always switch to the side of the bed she would sleep on. And I didn't think anything of it. I thought she was just, keeping things fresh. But she wasn't. So I talked to her about it not too long ago. And she told me, and this is 100% true, that she likes to sleep on the side of the bed farthest from the door in case a murderer breaks in. So yeah, some people are nodding. I didn't know. For years, this means that I was her last line of defense. Look at me, I'm the last line of defense for my wife against a murderer. At most, I could buy her 7 seconds, I think. A 7-second head start for my wife is fair. So my son just started to learn how to talk recently, which is really fun, really exciting, but a lot of things he says, they don't translate well in toddler speak. Like if we're out in public and he wants juice, he'll point at me and he'll go, doof, doof. And if I'm wearing my Superman shirt and he sees the letter S, he goes, ass, ass. And sometimes he combines them and I get doof fast, which that's a complex word for a little insult comic. It even works for names. So my son, he's really into trains right now. Everything in our house is Thomas. And it would be really easy if his favorite train was Thomas, but it's not. My son is really into Percy right now. He loves Percy. You guys can hear it, right? He talks about Percy all day. It's like living with a teenager. So my son, the other night, he was taking a bath. He had a Superman toy in his tray, and he's singing about his wet-ass Percy like he's Megan Thee Stallion. So, my daughter was born last September, and the drive home from the hospital with a newborn is the most stressful drive you will ever have. And I did everything, I could be careful. I wrapped her in bubble wrap, I had Temple 2 on the wheel, I was stopping for red lights 2 towns away, got my whole family in the car, but it didn't matter because we were almost home and the guy behind me came flying up, full speed, swerved the last minute and almost rear-ended us. And I was pissed. So I screamed things at him when he drove by, and it wasn't my proudest moment, I'll admit. I've said better things to worse drivers. And even if the driver didn't hear what I said when he drove by, somebody did. Because when we pulled into the driveway and parked, my son yells out, "Fuddin' Dwiva," which, I can't even say I wonder where he heard that one from. We were all in the car, we know where he heard it from. So, I knew I messed up. I could feel my wife's eyes burning on me. If you look, you can still see the scar on the side there a little bit. And if you think a toddler would just forget the new word he learned for the day, congratulations, you don't have children. Because he said it all fuddin' day. In the evening, my wife came up to me and she said, "Listen, he's saying fuddin'. The grandparents are coming over. You need to go in there and fix this." And I said, "I got this. Dad's moment to shine." So I go inside his room, and I call him over, I go, "Hey buddy," his name's not Buddy, but I go, "Hey buddy, come here." And he comes over, and I lean in, and I go, "Hey, you know that word that you heard Daddy say in the car earlier? Yeah, it's pronounced fucking." So I gotta get diapers, guys. You guys have been great. Thank you so much.
She